My guest tonight has 2 movies in theaters right now. One, the Rogue Warfare action hit, and the science fiction movie Ad Astra. If you haven't seen those, you're about to see tonight. I'm catching up with Kayla Adams.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, the buzz.
What's going on, AfterBuzz fans? How's everybody doing? I am here with the beautiful Kayla Adams.
Hi.
Kayla, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
I am very, very excited to talk to you about all of the things you're doing.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
You have a lot going on right now.
I do. Yes.
You're very, very busy. Like I said, I'm very grateful for you to take the time out of your busy schedule to join me.
Happy to be here.
Sorry about that intro music. It is a little loud. Well, first, before we get into it, I want to talk to you about some of your past, shall we? Not too deep, nothing scandalous.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me and the viewers a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, where you went to school, where you studied.
I am Canadian, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm from Canada. I'm from a really small town outside of Vancouver called Mission.
Oh, cool.
Super tiny. I think they actually film Riverdale out there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then I moved to California when I was 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't looked back ever since. Yeah, I'm a small town girl waiting to live in a big city. So as soon as I came to LA, I knew it was the place for me.
Nice. Why did you decide to become an actress?
You know what? Funny story. I actually knew since I was like 5 years old that I wanted to do it. I was journaling when I was a little kid, writing about wanting to live near the sun, be an actor. So it was in my bones to be an artist.
Nice. And you have... We'll talk about the first movie first.
Yeah.
Rogue Warfare.
Yes.
Out in select theaters right now.
Yes, it is.
Tell me a little bit about Rogue Warfare. What was that experience like?
Well, I'm Middle Eastern, so my family's from Lebanon, my dad's side. So playing a Middle Eastern character was really touching for me, and it was kind of cathartic to be able to play something of my own background. And it just it put a big light on the war and the terror that happens in their own backyard.
Yeah.
So for me, it was really, really special to shine a big light on that.
Where did it film?
It was actually here. It was filmed in California.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so believe it or not, a lot of like the hills and the deserts in California looks quite similar to some parts of the Middle East. So we filmed it here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So being such a sensitive subject material, how was it filming and how was it received by audiences?
Well, I'm like right in the opening sequence, and it was really, it was intense. So it was received like straight to the heart. You know, it was painful to watch. You know, but that's the truth of what goes on, and sometimes the truth can be painful.
Yeah.
And to perceive that and play that character, like I said, was it was important for me to play that and to bring awareness to it.
Yeah. Somebody once told me a good film makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
We want to feel things.
We want to feel things.
Yes,
so
yes.
take me back to the audition for Rogue Warfare.
Yeah.
What was the audition like when you got the role? What did it feel like?
I was actually, when I got the role, I was actually sitting at my dad's house in Canada on the floor. I think I had to run in between a hallway so I could take the call from actually the writer friend of mine to tell me I got the part. And it was just coming in full circle, like being in my home, like with my Lebanese family, accepting that role. It was huge to me. It was just like that moment I'll never forget.
Very full circle.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about Ad Astra.
Yes.
The more popular of the two that is in theaters right now.
Yes,
I'm very, very excited for you. Congratulations. You have 2 films in theaters right now. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yes.
So Brad Pitt, Donald Sutherland, I mean, you get to work with legendary names. I mean, Liv Tyler's in there. What was it like working with these people?
You know, in the moment, I was just in the work, and there was a few times when I was like, I took a step back, like it wasn't my scene, but I was still in the on the set, and I took a step back, and I was like, whoa, I'm watching someone who I grew up watching, like, you know, Brad's a heartthrob growing up in your teenage years, and Donald Sutherland, also Canadian. It was a dream come true.
Yeah.
It really was. The director was amazing, so just being in that energy and that creative bubble was a complete gift.
How was it? What was the time frame between shooting Ad Astra and Rogue Warfare?
Oh, that was like a year apart, I believe.
Okay, so you had some time to get into character and kind of break the other character and kind of like let that simmer down.
Gap.
Nice. Okay. Take me back to the audition for Ad Astra. What was that like? Did you get to meet any of the stars beforehand?
No.
Okay.
No. So I went on tape for the casting director in New York. I taped with one of his, I guess, co-casting directors out in LA. And I had to, because in the film we're in space, so zero gravity. So creating that on Earth in the room was quite the challenge.
Yeah.
But I worked with one of my coaches, and we played with it so it could feel authentic and also look like I was floating while doing my scene.
Yeah, well, clearly it paid off.
Yeah,
Your
it was cool.
Zero gravity training paid off because
Yes.
it landed you the role.
Yes.
Were you nervous?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, I was.
Good.
I'm
I mean,
not
that's
gonna lie.
fair.
Yeah, I was totally nervous. And it wasn't about necessarily working with those actors. It was actually like working and being on a wire, floating and doing there was a lot of moving parts, including the set piece. It was moving. So there was a lot of moving parts. So that made me nervous because, as a performer, you have to show up and you have to perform. And so I had a lot of of my own pressure. And it was mostly, like I was saying before, the wire work. It was demanding physically.
Yeah.
So, but I pulled it off and it was great. And we had a good time.
Yeah.
We had such a good time.
Where did Ad Astra shoot?
It was here in LA. It
Nice.
was in East LA in the studios out there.
Cool. And how long were
Yeah.
you shooting for?
I was there for just shy of a week, so they shot me in and out.
They were like,
Yeah.
we're getting you in and then you're getting
You're
out.
leaving, yeah.
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 What else do you have coming up?
Next year, there's a film with Amazon, Bliss,
That's
actually.
right.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
That's the stars Salma Hayek and
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
Yes. How is it filming with those guys?
Great.
Yeah.
Selma is amazing.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
As a huge horror movie fan, I do have to circle back a little bit because I know that you were in a film called Hex.
Yes.
And it is Halloween. It is October, you guys.
I know.
Tell us what Hex is about and what that's like.
Funny story, I'm terrified of horror movies.
Really?
I'm terrified of them. I hate them.
I love them.
They're so scary. I'm like, why am I paying to get scared for an hour and a half? So being in one was horrible. No, it was a great experience, but I was scared the entire time. It's about a group of skydivers that do a formation skydive that is actually cursed.
Oh.
So all these terrible things happen, and there's so many twists and turns, and the skydiving is great. I had like a world-class skydiving double do all my stuff. I didn't jump.
I was going to say, that was my next question.
No. So when it comes out, we're all going to go together.
Are you mad that you didn't jump?
No.
I didn't get to?
No, they wanted me to jump. I was like, I don't want to do it. I can't tell you why because something happens, and I was like, I don't think it. I'm not going to do it, but I will. I will one day.
Nice. And when did that come out?
It's coming
out.
Yeah, it's slated for next year.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know exactly when, but soon.
For you. That's actually really an original concept.
Completely.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How did you hear? What was that like? That audition like? Because you had to. One audition is zero gravity. Did you have to pretend to jump out of a plane for this one?
I know. Who am I?
Get that fan, turn it on. We're good.
You know what? It's actually started off just doing table reads because I knew one of the producers on it. So, and then the writers were in the room doing the table reads, and they're like, "We love her. We want her to play this character. She is Sarah."
Yeah.
The lead that I play. And we shot 95% of it at one of the drop zones out in Lake Elsinore.
Oh, wow.
So we were around it. You're like fully immersed in that lifestyle. So in that way, as an actor, it was a complete blessing because I got to be in the actual drop zone setting. So it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was such a cool, completely once in a lifetime experience.
That sounds like an awesome film.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be checking it out.
Yeah, it's good.
You've worked with so many big names so far. Who has been your favorite person to work with and why?
Ooh, I mean, Brad was great.
Okay.
Brad was very giving. He's a wonderful actor. I think I loved working with Ryan on Deadpool.
I was actually going to bring that up because were you working on Deadpool was one of your first major film roles.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I've never been on a comedy set before, and I was like, how do you not laugh while they're filming?
Yeah.
He's so good. He's so quick. Him, and TJ Miller. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like those two together, I couldn't keep it together. They're so funny. It was such a great experience. And the director, Tim, set the tone. So just being in that environment was hilarious.
So you've done action, you've done comedy, you've done sci-fi, you've done horror. You're doing it all.
Yeah.
You're a busy girl.
Yes.
So out of all the roles that you've landed thus far, which has been your hardest to prepare for?
Rogue Warfare.
Why?
I think just the place that you had to go. It's very destructive. So to recreate that and to get into that character was very challenging, but rewarding because you just give. You just give as much as you can. So I give a lot to that film.
I know you talked about your Lebanese family earlier, and you know how hard this industry is.
Yes.
Do you have a good support system?
I do. Yeah, I work actively to build that.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the creative industry and family and friends.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice.
super important.
So besides Bliss, what else do you have coming up?
That's it, actually.
Yeah?
Bliss and then Hex.
And
Yeah.
that's Bliss is coming out on Amazon.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then Hex, we're not sure yet. We don't know where that's
That's
going.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Awesome. Kayla,
Probably online.
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me
Thank
today.
you. This is so fun.
I know, right? It's so much fun. I really, really enjoyed talking to you.
Great.
Guys, if you are an action movie fan, check out Rogue Warfare. It is in theaters. You can see my new friend Kayla there. And if you're not an action movie fan, check out the sci-fi flick Ad Astra. And if you have Amazon, make sure you're going to check out Bliss when that comes out.
Yes.
Kayla, thank you so much for talking to me today. Please tell my fans where they can find you.
Yes, you can get me on Instagram. That's my big one, at Kayla Adams Life.
Awesome. And I am Timothy Michael. You guys can find me everywhere at I am Timothy Mike. I will see you guys all next time.
Thank you.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.